evening, fellows. Welcome back again into the waiting room. I hope you all, fellows, are enjoying your weekend and doing well. So I will start from this pair, yeah, because people paying lots of money to the trainers for just learning wave counting using this indicator. Yeah, people paying lots of money for just learning wave counting using MACD. How MACD help them to count the waves. Yeah, so people using that. So I will use that technique. Yeah, so that those guys who are just paying hundreds of $1,000 for just learning the wave countings using the MACD. Yeah, so this wave countings not gonna help you at all. Yeah, will not let you know about the pattern identification, what pattern price is forming and which way price gonna go. All right, what you can do, you only can get the idea that price can go into that way using your MACD. You're only going to get the idea that price can go in that way. But this approach, completely lagging approach, you can't say that this approach is a leading approach. So leading approach means that you are ready for the reversal. You are getting ready for the reversal. Okay, reversals means trying to get into the market on a good price. Yeah, so if you will use this technique using MACD, you're gonna get into the market for waves. You are getting into the market late. What, price will already far away from your entry points. I mean to say, you're not gonna get the tops by using this technique. So I'm just going to show you an example of that. Yeah, so people just showing this tech, showing using MACD for wave counting and taking money from the people. Yeah, so this is an example of that. Yeah, so you can see over there divergence. Let me use that divergence. So do you see, looks like the divergence. Yeah, market is diverging into another other direction from this area, from that area, from that point. Okay, so ideally price should form divergence to the downside at here at this area. So price should come up to that area. Yeah, and this wave should come up to this area. So then this divergence gonna form over there. Okay, so we know what is this. Okay, we know what is this, why price is not coming up to this area, why it is not forming divergence. Okay, so how the count like that. ABC wave completed, and you only gonna learn this thing after paying lots of money. Yeah, this ABC we've completed. All right, so cycle completed over there, ABC. All right, so the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulse is coming over there. A 1, 2, 3, 4, and next 5 waves. So this is the wave counting using MACD. Yeah, so you only gonna learn this technique after paying a couple of hundreds. Or WXYXZ here. Yeah, like that. All right, so if price keep rising from that area, keep rising, so MACD trader gonna call this fifth wave is going to complete, and this was not a WXYXZ. This is a ABC move, right? Like this. They're gonna call that after completion ABC move. Yeah, at the indicator. People just paying for this stuff. Lots of they're paying lots of money just for this stuff. Yeah, ABC. You can see ABC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABC or WXYWZ here, and then continuation to the upside for fifth wave. Yeah. So by doing this, you're not gonna understand what's going on. What was going on over there at this area. Let me remove that. Yeah. So you're only gonna learn. People are just paying lots of money for understanding this stuff, how to count the waves using the MACD, putting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or ABC or WXY, WZ, XXZ on the you know WXYXZ on the MACD. Yeah, but this stuff not gonna help you at all. Which way price gonna go? All right. So this stuff gonna help you. Which way market gonna go? This stuff. This stuff. Yeah, and my old trader knows what is this. Yeah, hardly people gonna know on the those who are using wave counting using MACD 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they're not gonna understand what is this. What was going on over here? What was going on over here? What was going on over here? Yeah, what was going on over here? Yeah, what is this? What formation is this? They know what formation is this. But putting like that or the MACD and anticipating or guessing the market, that market gonna go this way and then that wave and gonna form this five wave structure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then going to continue to complete the fifth wave of the top. This is just guessing. This is just guesswork. You are just relying on this MACD, yeah, this approach 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't know what is this. All right, those people who are just doing this stuff, they don't know what is this. Anyone has idea what is this, fellows? Do you know what is this? Anyone has idea what is this formation, fellows? Trend reversal point. Exactly, trend reversal pattern. Price is forming trend reversal pattern. Yeah. So this pattern behaves in a specific way. This indicator not gonna tell you that this pattern is forming, yeah? Or what formation is this? Or what formation was that? Or what formation was this? Right. So this indicator not gonna help you at all. At all. Let me show you some examples from a past idea so that you can get the idea. So the first formation was there at that area, this formation. Okay, so this formation. The first formation was that. Let me bring back that image. So this is the image. The first image is this. All right. So my trader knows what formation is this. My traders knows what formation is this. Yeah, but those who are just using MACD for countings, they don't know what formation is this. So this is the formation which I'm showing you. This formation. Yeah. So that is the next formation, quite similar like that. Yeah, the next formation. We have seen that wave, the wave we were anticipating. Yeah, this wave, this trade setup, the trade setup I have shown you. That was the. And next we have seen same formation. We have seen that wave to the downside. You're right. So we have seen that wave to the downside. Okay, so we knew what was going on over here at that area. Yeah, what formation price gonna form over there? But wave, you're using MACD, putting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, not gonna help you at all. All right. So this formation gonna help you what is going on over there. This formation gonna help you what's going on over there. This formation gonna help you what is going on over there. This wave is about to come. This wave is about to come. This wave is about to come. All right. And if you are counting and just guessing the market, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or A, B, C, D, or whatever you are just putting on your chart and forcing the market into that directions, no, not at all. Things are gonna work into your way. Yeah. So you need to know what is this. Yeah. So by paying people are just learning the wave countings by putting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on their MACD, paying lots of money for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, putting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on MACDs. Yeah. So this information is gonna help you what's going on over there, which way price gonna go. Yeah, let me show you this idea. Yeah. So this is the wave which I was waiting for since very long. At this area, at that area, I was anticipating that wave gonna come from the bottom. Okay, as long as price gonna stay within this formation, I know what formation is this. I knew what formation is this. What price is going? What price is doing within this formation? Yeah, so I knew what formation is this, which way price gonna go. Every time when price gonna come by trend line, it is forming short-term trade setup. It is forming short-term trade setup. It is forming short-term trade setup within that formation. And bigger trade setup when it come into that way, into that directions. Yeah, MACD not gonna help you at all. MACD not gonna tells you by putting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on your MACD. Yeah, so that was the wave. The wave I was waiting from that area, that bigger wave gonna appear to the upside. But short-term waves are these. These are the short-term waves. These are the short-term waves. You fellas can see that short, short over there. So I knew that formation, and my trader knows these formation. What's going on over there? But if you are just buying for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, counting for counting, I'm sorry, fellows. Those countings not gonna help you at all. MACD not gonna help you at all. I mean to say for wave, if you are just putting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on your MACD and you're thinking that market gonna go into your way, not at all. Not at all. Things not gonna work for you at all. You have to understand the market momentum, which way the momentum is building. What formation is this? Yeah, and what pattern formation is this? Is this a continuation formation or is this a reversal formation? Yeah, when big players come into the market, you will see the impulse. You will see the impulse. And when they are not into the market, you will see the continuation formation. Simple concept. You will see the continuation formation. Yeah. And once price is at a reversal point, I mean to say when price is leaving the previous trend into another direction, you will see the reversal formation. Simple. You have to figure it out. What is the continuation formation? What is the reversal formation? Yeah, so we knew that this is the reversal formation. This is the reversal formation. Yeah, this is not a continuation formation. This is the reversal formation. So price not gonna continue into that direction. Price gonna continue into this direction, this direction, this direction, and this formation is a reversal formation, not a continuation formation. Yeah, and price gonna go into that direction, this direction. Okay, so the purpose to show this that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 not gonna work. Yeah, market not gonna move 1, 2 according to your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s. You have to figure it out which formation, which pattern is this. And if you know the pattern, you know the direction. Which way price gonna come, gonna go. You know the direction. After that, you just need a good money management. That's it. You know the direction of the market. You can forecast the market. All right, so let's move on to the dollar index. All right, so what's going on the dollar index? So people just paying lots of money for just wave counting on using the MACD. Yeah, so things not gonna work like that, fellows. And I have seen many fellows just copying our stuff and claiming that this stuff is their own stuff. Don't do that, fellows. All right, so let's talk about the dollar index. All right, so we can see, fellows, we are still in this formation, still up bullish trend, this trend. We are still in this bullish trend. We are testing the trend line. Last week, we were anticipating that if market gonna fall back under this trend line, then we will start to look for continuation to the downside. So far, we can see price never violated that trend line. The trend line still holding. You can see this trend line still holding. The weekly trend line. Okay, this trend line still holding. So you can put that trend line like that or like that, whatever you want. So important thing is this formation. Yeah, this formation. What formation is this? What's going on lower time frame at this area, at that area? Okay, so that is very much important to figure it out. Trend lines only gonna tell you which formation is there. Yeah, and that formation can change itself. You have to figure it out if it is going to change the formation. What is the next possible formation? What is the next possible formation which price can form? Okay, so last week we were talking about that if price going to start to rise from this bottom aggressively, from that bottom aggressively, you should look for upside. You should look for upside rather than downside. And we have seen the impulse at the bottom. Now what, we are still within the formation. The formation price still holding this formation. Yeah, this formation is a continuation formation. This formation is not a reversal formation. So we are not looking for this wave until we will see the clear break of this area, this zone, this part. Then we will start to look for a downside. As long as we will see the price gonna stay into this formation, we are relying for impulse and next impulse. We are relying on this formation rather than looking any other things. Right. Okay, so we are still bullish on the dollar index as long as price must stay into this formation. Clear violation going to give us an indication that it is going to get back into the bigger formation. Which bigger formation? This bigger formation. Right, this bigger formation. This bigger formation. So price is going to test this area. So we started to break that wave from this area, from that bottom. So we are going to test at this area again if price breakdown. Okay, so far we can see the wave which is coming from top is not a aggressive wave, not like this wave or not like this continuation wave to the downside or continuation formation to the downside. Yeah, so this formation is to the upside, so we will stay with the trend to the upside. So this is the place for next week, fellows. You need to pay attention, the bottom, this area. Okay, if price form continuation come up to that area, you need to look for this impulse from that bottom again. Okay, on lower time frame. So we are looking to buy again to the upside from this bottom. All right, so Euro USD is quite similar like that. Last week we were anticipating some price action at the top, and we discussed both scenario. If price gonna break up, open with the gap up to this area, we're not gonna buy here, somewhere here for this. You know, of course we if price open with gap, we wouldn't be able to buy that breakout. So the trade setup gonna be formed over there. Once price gonna break up and gonna form trend continuation formation, then we gonna start to look for upside, right? For upside, this trade. So far we can see we are still in the formation. You fellas can see that we are still in this formation, so nothing has changed. We are bearish. We are looking for this way. So where we need to pay attention for the next week, we have to pay attention at the top again. Yeah, this top, we are still in this formation. This is reversal formation to downside. Yeah, Price just testing this top again and again, testing this top again and again, which means that price struggling to break up, right? So it can reverse to the bottom again, so holding the bigger formations. So some of you fellows managed to sell here on these formations and took, took their profit somewhere here. Once I have shown you this formation, that price is going to reverse, not going to continue. We were anticipating continuation formation under that channel line. We were anticipating continuation formation. We haven't seen continuation formation. What we have seen, we have seen reversal formation, and that reversal formation was telling us that it is not going to continue. All right, it is not going to continue to the downside. It is going to reverse back to the top. All right, and some of fellows managed to buy for small pips to the upside. All right, so this is your trade setup place for the downside. Pay attention at that area and look for sell. Remember, buy setup only gonna form once we will see the clear violation of that bigger channel and continuation. We will not buy for this up wave. Why we will not buy for this up wave? Because it can fall back again to the bottom, to the downside at any time. And if we will start to look for buy for upside, we may get trapped over there. Yeah, we're gonna get losing trade over there. So before buying, at least price should violate that, gonna give us continuation formation. Then we will start to look for small up trade up to the upper trend line. All right, so far we are into this channel formation, so no reason to look for upside. As long as price gonna stay within this formation, we are short. Yeah, we are looking for this wave. This impulse still in force. You have seen that impulse on dollar index as well. Okay, we are still holding that impulse. So USD chief short-term sell is over there on lower time frame. We're gonna buy at the bottom. All right, we're gonna buy at the bottom. Clear violation of this previous low gonna violate that impulse and gonna give us signs that it is going to continue to the downside. So far, we can see price still within this formation. We're not gonna look for short for reversal to the downside. We're gonna look for this up wave. All right, so short-term sell is possible over there on lower time frame. For that, you have to watch for the continuation pattern formation on lower time frame, and you can look for sell. All right, so if you fellows remember that when I posted that idea and I have shown you here at that place, we need a valid continuation formation. Valid continuation formation, only then we're gonna look for that trade. If we're not gonna see that TCP over there, valid TCP, we're not gonna look for continuation. That is the reason. Yeah, and many breakout traders, those who are just trading breakout, they haven't got the idea why their breakout setup fail, why their buy the breakout or sell the breakout setups fail. Yeah, they haven't got the idea why. Okay, so we haven't seen that there a valid continuation formation. Yeah, so prices are getting back into the to the falling wedge. So we need a continuation formation here at that area. Continuation formation for this short trade. This short trade is possible. Yeah, if your USD start to rise, dollar index start to fall, this pair of course gonna get the bottom again. Yeah, so short-term trade setup is there. So look at this short-term trade setup. Watch your lower time frame for next week. Your pattern is developing, TCP is just developing but not completed yet. All right, impulse is there. This formation is not completed yet for continuation to the downside. So let's wait for this formation to complete itself, then look for short term to the downside. So you fellows know that how to look at the risk and breakout entries once you will see the TCP formations. Okay, so let's look at the USD Yen. This is the trade setup. I'm looking on Euro USD Yen. We can see that price violated that trend line. Okay, the trend line has been violated over there. So we are still bearish on this. Why we are still bearish on this? Because this is not a continuation formation. The formation we are looking for, this is not a continuation formation to the upside. Okay, this is a reversal formation to the downside. So we are bearish. We are not bullish on this pair. Okay, so what will happen if we're gonna stop out again? Yeah, some of you fellas sold here and put their stop loss just behind that impulse. What will happen if we got stopped out on this trade? We're not gonna get the wave we are looking for to the downside. Okay, simply don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. We're gonna leave the market once price gonna hit our stop loss. What we will do, we will look for top again. This top. Alright, we will look for that top again. Alright, we will sell from that top again to the downside. As far as price gonna stay within this formation, we are not bullish on this pair. Yeah, only one scenario gonna violate that formation, and that formation is this. If we're gonna see that impulse clearly going out from this formation, that impulse gonna change this pattern, this reversal formation. Okay, then we're gonna change our view. We will look for a possible change in pattern formations in that scenario. So that scenario is less likely. I mean to say, big impulse to the upside is less likely. So we are bearish on this. We are bearish on this pair. CAD yen. Let me show you the CAD yen, Aussie yen, New Zealand yen, because these three pairs are forming continuation formations. So that continuation formation is there on all three pairs, and highly likely we're going to see continuation to the downside. Okay, this formation. Alright, so all these three pairs forming continuation formation. Continuation formation means that it is forming daily daily trend continuation pattern formation. Daily trend continuation pattern formation. We are still bearish on it. Alright, if you fellows remember that last time we were looking for big wave from that top to the downside, where the daily formation is forming. The daily formation is forming under that trend line. The trend line, we were waiting that price gonna show some price action here. Yeah, so price is forming continuation formation under that trend line. We are looking for this wave. Why we were looking for price action at that trend line at this area? Because this formation was a reversal formation, and impulse broken out that formation, that reversal formation with strong impulse, and the price was testing that broken out area. This place was testing. So we can see price went went beyond that impulse. That trend is violating. Yeah, price is violating that trend, that uptrend here at that area. So we are looking for continuation to the downside up to this bottom rather than reversal to the upside. Okay, so we can see all these three pairs are losing momentum at this area, at that place, losing momentum. In case price is gonna go above that area, then price not gonna go far away. It will fall back within these ranges. So this is the trade we are looking for on New Zealand yen. How you can look for the trade, how you can get into the market. Okay, so you fellas can see that this is the reason over there. Yeah, so this area is your sell place. This area is your sell place. If price come within that area, I mean to say, if price break out that reversal formation, comes somewhere here within this area, look for sell continuation to the downside. All right, so this area is your sell place. If you're gonna sell here, fellows, at the current price, that's not a reasonable place to sell. Okay, so last time we were watching price action here at that area. Price violated that area. All right, violated that formation, this formation. Some profit got at this area, and looking for this wave, but price violated our formations. All right. So we are still in big daily sideways move. Yeah, in daily TCB, trend continuation pattern formations. Okay, so pay attention. This area, if price come somewhere here, put stop here, that is the trade. Okay, watch for the breakdown to downside. So quite similar formations on all other pairs. This pair, CAD yen. Okay, so this is daily continuation formation. Daily continuation formation. All right. So this is the trade. This is the trade we are looking for. We can see this formation is daily trend continuation formation to the downside. So we are looking for sell at as much high as we can by putting stop loss just behind. So this is the trade we are looking for. CAD yen. So same way you need to look at this pair the way I have shown on New Zealand yen. So this pair is more likely going to get down. Yeah, more strong. I mean, say more quickly rather than CAD yen and New Zealand yen. Okay, this pair, this formation, continuation formation, and this is the trade we are looking for. All right. So let me show you the formations. These are the formations. You fellows can see that. This is the trade we are looking for. This is the trade we are looking for. Watch continuation formation on lower time frame. Yeah, this is formation, and this formation is here as well on New Zealand yen. Okay, so pay attention on Australian dollar and Japanese yen. That pair is more showing more potential to the downside. So upside is limited on Uzi yen. In case price is going to continue to the upside, we will stay where we're gonna put our stop loss. We're gonna not gonna move our stop loss just behind. Yeah, we're not gonna give more room to the upside. Okay, so upside is limited but possible. We have to keep in mind that upside is possible, right? Because we are in daily sideways, so price can push to the upside, can form new highs. So keep your eyes on these three pairs. And here we got the pound Australian dollar. Sorry, pound USD. All right, so this big wave is setting. This big wave is setting. All right, so this big wave is setting, fellows. Yeah. So this formation, I'm anticipating prices forming this formation and gonna continue to the downside rather than upside. Okay. If price start to rise to the upside, remember upside is limited. Upside is limited up to that trend line. So downside is there. So big downside is there. Big wave is about to come on this pair. All right. So the idea I posted on TV is this formation. This idea. We can see over there, same formation was there. We traded on this wave. Same formation is forming over there, and we're gonna trade on this wave. We're not gonna trade for continuation to the upside. So let's look at the lower time frame. What formation is there? Lower time frame. What's going on? If you fellas remember that last week, I have shown you that pay attention at that top, this area, this place, pay attention at that area and look for this trade. Yeah, if you go back to the last week outlook, you're gonna get the idea, you're gonna get figure it out. Yeah, so pay at that area and this is the trade. Watch price action here at that area. If price break down, that's all right. If it is not going to break down, one more up move is possible. Look for another upside short term, then pay attention at this top. Right. So we are having same formation, the formation we have seen on Euro USD last week. Okay. So every time when price gonna test that top, sell for reversal. We have reversal formation over there. Yeah, reversal formation. So this is the reversal formation. Only bigger candle, a big candle to the upside gonna violate that formation. Okay, so big candle like what? Like this. Let me show you. This candle formation gonna violate the bear bearish formation. All right, this candle, big impulsive candle. If that big impulsive candles, I mean to say, if not one is not coming, couple of candles coming and going beyond this formation, yeah, it is just extending the ranges to the upside, not going to go far away, will come back again into the continuation formation to the downside. Yeah, like that. This formation, this candle gonna violate that formation. So as long as price gonna stay within the reversal formation, every time price gonna hit the top, we will look for sell. Let me show you on the idea so that you get the idea. Let me show you this idea, some posts, some updates. Okay, so this corrective up wave was showing that it is going to form a pattern. Yeah, not going to continue to the upside, going to reverse down, going to reverse back. So we were watching breakout, and that was the breakdown came after that, after this corrective up wave, this wave came. And once we have seen that wave, we knew that it is not going to continue to downside, going to get back, going to form the reversal formation, going to test this top. Yeah, so we were anticipating that trade, that wave to the downside once price was testing this top. All right, so once price came close to this bottom, we realized on lower time frame that it is not going to continue to the downside. Yeah, it is just going to extend the ranges. So one up more move is possible again. Price is going to go is going to get back to the top again. All right. So running within this formation, this reversal formation. Yeah. So if we will see this top again, we will sell it again. Yeah. So the way we have done here, we will do the same. All right. And once price gonna violate these lows with strong impulse, we're gonna hold that trade up to the bottom. Yeah. So big potential is there on this pair. I hope you fellows can understand how to look at the pound USD. Yeah. So this formation is possible. Keep in your mind this one more up move is possible. So far, price is running within the reversal formation on lower time frame, giving some signs that it is going to reverse back into the bottom again. Okay, so keep this pair at your top for next week for short-term trade. Yeah, for short-term up trade. This up trade. If you fellows remember that last week, the formation we were looking on this pair was this formation. Yeah, we were anticipating if price no gonna break out this bottom and test this bottom correctively, gonna get back again to the top. All right, so we have seen that formation, this formation. All right, so we have seen this formation. This price came up to this bottom, even did not hit the bottom, and started to rise back. Okay, so aggressively. So we can see impulse is over there on lower time frame. So we can look for short-term upside back to the top again. The same way, the way we were looking on pound USD. Okay, so the best place to look for buy is the bottom rather than buying within this area. No buying within this area. Yeah, if you will buy somewhere here, your potential gonna be very much smaller over there, like that. Yeah, so that's not a good entry, good trade setup. This is not a good trade setup. Okay, so if price gonna test this area, then price gonna give me a reasonable risk reward ratio here at that area. Yeah, so price gonna form this continuation formation and gonna give me good risk reward ratio back to the top again. Okay, back to the top again. Reasonable risk and reward. So I'll only be interested to buy once price gonna test this area, 786 or 886 of your fib lines. Okay, so rather than buying here, putting stop loss here and targeting the previous high, this high or for further top, not gonna give you good risk reward ratio. Why not gonna give you good risk reward ratio? Because we are already at the top. Price can reverse back to the bottom again. So if you're gonna look for buy at the top, you're only gonna get small potential. All right, and not gonna get good entry over there. Okay, so we have seen example of this formation before that. This pattern formations, right? We have seen this pattern formation before that as well, and that formation behaved perfect. Let me show you where we have seen. Okay, so we are experiencing same formation on this pair for short term to the upside. So this trade setup was quite similar like that. Impulse, price was forming continuation formation. All right, so price broken early. You can see early breakout was possible, broken early, and going to continue to the upside, testing the top. So we are looking for this kind of trade on pound New Zealand dollar at reasonable place. Okay, at a reasonable place. So quite similar like pound USD, we are in this formation. We are in this formation. Okay, we are in this formation. So this is the trade for short term to the upside. If breakdown, price breakdown, yeah, aggressively breakdown, then we're gonna look for continuation formation to the downside. Okay, because we are looking for big wave to the downside, not looking for continuation to the upside on this pair. Okay, so short term upside, and if price gonna give us impulse here at that area, we will watch continuation formation here under this channel, and then we will start to sell this pair. Okay, so some of you fellows already sold this pair from top, and pay attention at this area. Those who sold from this top, quite similar like that. Yeah, some of you fellows sold from that top and were looking for breakout of this area to the downside and got break-even trade. You have to do that thing again at this area. Okay, watch that top. So sell from that top. Watch this area. If price break down, hold that trade. Yeah, and if price do not break down, it depends on you if you want to take your profit off for short term. Yeah, and if you want to take off on break even, up to you. I mean to say, if you want to hold your trade longer term to the downside, you can hold that. You can give back break even trades to the market. And similar here on pound Australian dollar. Okay, so we are looking for big wave to the downside on almost on all pound pairs. This wave, this trade, and almost on all pound pairs we are having reversal formation at that top. Okay, so short term upside is possible exactly in the same way, the way we have seen previously. Okay, so here at that area, okay, this short term up trade is possible on current price. Let me show you this one. Okay, so we are coming close to that trend line, this trend line again. So short term upside is possible like that. All right, some of you fellows sold here, still holding. Some of you took their profit here at that area. It's up to you. If you want to hold your trade for further downside and you want to give that much back to the market on break even, it's up to you. I mean to say, if you are looking for a big wave to the downside and want to give that back on break even, you got a good trade at that area. Okay, all right, so one more upside is possible on this pair. This upside, this upside. Okay, so if price is gonna test that top, we are seller from that top again. The way we have done here, fellows, we're gonna sell from that top again. And if price break down aggressively, perfect. We are getting back into the bottom again. This formation, you fellows can see that this is not a continuation formation. Yeah, this formation, reversal formation, the formation I just have shown you on the USD Yen. All right, so we are having that formation. So if break down aggressively, we'll see the market conditions and continuation formations. If we're going to see continuation formations, same like that to the upside, same like that for the upside, we will start to selling up to this bottom. Pound CAD, watch top again of this pair. You know, this is the trade we are looking for on this pair. Even further downside, yeah, further downside. Let me show you lower time frame where you need to pay attention. All right, so last week we sold here on breakout of this breakout. It wasn't doing well. Some of you take off on break even. Yeah, this is the place where you need to pay attention. Let me draw it correctly. That is the place where you need to pay attention, fellows. For a short again. Yeah, if price test that top, pay attention at this area for a short to the downside. Okay, so upside is limited almost on all pound pairs. Downside is very much possible. So I have explained this pair with so much detail last week. All right, so we are just simply heading to this way. This way. All right, so we have seen a reversal formation over there. Price broken down that reversal formation. But when we look at the lower time frame, it is showing that one more upside small move, this upside move is possible. Okay, if so, we're gonna look for sell again at that area. So those who sold here, move on to the break even. And if you want to hold your trade, it's up to you. All right, so let's look at the 1 hour time frame. You can see it is not showing continuation formation, something like reversal formation. Yeah, falling wedge. That wedge is giving us indication that it is going to get back to the top again. Okay, so pay attention at that top again. All right, so clear violation of this top gonna give us idea that it is going to test the 127. The 127 I have shown you in last meeting. This 127. So we'll see that we are less interested to this side. We are more interested to this side. Yeah. So we have seen a couple of candles over there. Those candles are showing some potential. So this is the image. Yeah, we are moving. Thank you. Yeah, this is the image which I have explained last week. All right. So we are here at this area. We are anticipating this way. We are not looking for that upside. We have seen some price action on lower time frame, and that price action is showing some reversal to the downside. Yeah. So short-term upside was there last week. We have seen this continuation formation, and we have seen that short-term upside within that channel. We have spoken about that channel last week. All right, so that was the short-term trade setup within that channel. This trade setup, we have spoken about that formation last week. This was the short-term trade setup within that channel. All right, so we have left that channel here, but the way price is falling is not an aggressive or impulsive way. Yeah, it is corrective way. Corrective candles are forming over there, right? But these corrective candles giving us some signal that price is trying to hold this top, Okay, so this sign is far better than the previous uptrend. Okay, so we will sell this pair from the top again. Those who are not into this trade, sell from the top again with reasonable risk reward ratio. Okay, so this is the trade setup we are looking for, right? This formation, this triangular formation. Okay, so we have seen impulse, we are experiencing continuation formation. So last time we were anticipating buy setup at this area. So some of you fellows were took, and some of you fellows unlucky like me. I wasn't able to buy here at the area, although I was pointing out to all of you that watch at this area, pay attention at the area for upside. No worry fellows, we're still gonna be able to take that trade. You fellows can see that impulse prices forming continuation formation to the upside, right? So if price break up this area, we're gonna watch continuation formation. But remember, our potential is gonna be smaller over there if you're gonna see continuation formation outside that channel, that falling channel or flag. Okay, If price no gonna continue, gonna give you some signs like this one on lower time frame, of course you can read that on your lower time frame. Yeah, so that is your trade for short term. Okay, and we're gonna pay attention at the bottom. Then we're gonna look for bigger potential to the upside. So far, we can see short bears are getting out from the market. Yeah, corrective wave, and again we may see a corrective wave, not aggressive wave. So impulses are coming over there from bottom. Okay, so pay attention, short term sell and longer term buy from the bottom. Remember, if you're gonna buy from current area, from current price, you're gonna put your stop loss within these ranges. This stop loss is not a reasonable stop loss or safe stop loss. You're highly likely gonna stop out over there. Alright, highly likely gonna stop out over there. Alright, so that was the perfect place to put the stop loss. Perfect place. This is the safe stop loss place. Okay, you can put your stop loss behind the previous low, and the potential was very much high over there. Even price can test the top again, the previous top. Yeah, so potential is very much huge over there. So don't buy from current price. No buying from this area, right? So first of all, the first thing, your stop loss not gonna be reasonable. So better to buy here once price again gonna test this bottom. That is the place where we're gonna pay attention again if price test that area. Okay, this short term will come and test this area. We're gonna put our stop loss behind that impulse and leave the wave run to the upside. Okay, so figure it out where you are safe, where you are not. USD CAD. Let's look at the oil first, then get back to the USD CAD. All right. Okay, so what's going on here on oil? Let me look at the USD CAD, both of them at the same time. I'm just going to show you the similarities of the pattern formation on both pair, so that you can get the idea what's going on over there. Alright, so I have to move this pair CAD USD like CAD USD. Okay, fellows, so this is oil, and this is USD CAD or CAD USD. Yeah, impulse, sharp correction, yeah, and another impulse here at this area, impulse, continuation formation, and prices is falling aggressively to the downside. So we have seen some continuation formation on CAD, but we haven't seen any formation here. So strong bearish wave on oil. Yeah, so after that we have seen continuation formation here, all right, and next impulse. So we have seen bottom here on oil, yeah, and USD CAD or CAD USD also forming bottom here, strong impulse over here on oil. Okay, so similarities are there. So these similarities showing that CAD moving, USD CAD moving according to the oil. Okay, according to the oil. So we have to figure it out what's going on oil before taking trades on USD CAD. Now let's get back to the oil. Yeah, we have got the oil. Okay, so this is the formation we have seen on this pair. Price still in trending to the upside. 29, trend still there. Yeah, this trend still there, 29. The trend we have seen on USD CAD, bearish trend from top. Okay, so it's still trending to the upside. We have seen some nice price action here on lower time frame, and that price action showing some interest of buyers. Okay, let's look at the lower time frame. Last week we were anticipating some continuation formation outside of this trend. You fellas can see that clearly. We have violated that trend clearly. Clearly price has violated that trend here in the area, and price forming continuation formation, this continuation formation. Yeah, so we are looking for this impulse, this wave to the upside. So same way, the way we have seen this breakout, have to watch for that breakout. So some of you fellows still holding their trade from this area and this area. All right, so let me show you where some of you fellows bought and where you have to look for another entry. Yeah, this is the first buy setup here at that area, breaking. The next buy setup was there at the bottom, this buy setup. All right, so you fellows have seen that buy setup here, and price is forming another continuation formation, holding this trend for upside. Okay, so we fellows can see that we are still in continuation formation. You fellows can see that, yeah? We are still holding continuation formation like this, flat channel formation. Yeah, so any buying at current price should be as much close to the lower trend line as you can. Okay, this is the trade setup you fellas need to look for. This is the trade setup. Okay, so no reason to put stop loss behind this area. Okay, no reason to put stop loss behind this area. Okay, so you only need to give this much room to the oil, not this much room, only this much room. Right, this something like this much room. All right, why this much room? If price not gonna continue, start to fall back again, this whole area, whole zone is gonna give you another opportunity to buy. Then buy here, somewhere here. Once price gonna break down this trend, buy somewhere here rather than buying there. Okay, if you stopped out, no reason to give more room to your trade. Buy somewhere here, put your stop loss here, then your risk reward ratio gonna be much better and entry gonna be perfect. The way we have bought here, and we will reanalyze the pattern formation here at that area. What pattern formation is going to be over there if price break down that trend. Okay, no reason to give more room to the downside. Let's look at the CAD. All right, so before that, fellas, you can see price was running within the trending market. This trend. This was the trend, previous trend. You fellas can see that clearly. Clear trend. So something has happened here at that area. That area. Something has happened at that area. And what price was doing after that, price started to form sideways move. Come on. These sideways moves. Okay. So someone is trying to push price to the downside at that area, this area. Okay. So this is continuation formation to the downside based on that impulse. All right, now let's look at the lower time frame. What was going on over there? Let me show you first the bigger formation. All right, so we are still within this formation, this sideways formation. Yeah, we are looking for buy on oil and sell on CAD. This way, we are looking for that way. Let's look at the lower time frame. What was going on over there on lower time frame? Let's look at the uptrend when price was forming this uptrend. Okay, so less strong impulse to downside, less aggressive. less aggressive, slightly aggressive as with compared to the previous one. Here we have seen strong bearish momentum or strong bearish sellers getting into the market at that area. Okay, now let's look at the further what was going on over there within this sideways moves or sideways formation. Yeah, so price trying to manage this uptrend rejection, trying to manage rejection, strong rejection. So it's trying to manage the previous trend, strong rejection. Yeah, we haven't seen these kind of rejections before. You can see over there here as well. Yeah, so strong rejection. We haven't seen these kind of strong rejections before in the uptrend at that area. Right, this area we haven't seen that kind of strong rejections. We have seen only here at that area. So here stronger than the previous one. Here in this area stronger than the previous one. Okay, now let's get back to the trade. How are we gonna trade on this? Okay, so some of you fellows managed to get trades here whenever price was testing these tops here and the areas, yeah, and took some profit here at the bottom, took some profit here at the bottom, and some of you took on break even because you are looking for bigger wave to the long side. Right, so fellas, you have to do the same thing again. Let me show you the trade setup which we are looking for. This is the trade setup we are looking for. A big trade setup, selling here, putting stop loss behind the impulse and targeting this wave. Okay, we are not looking for a breakout setup here, fellows. We are not looking for sell based on this breakout. Okay, why we are not looking for breakout? Why we're not gonna sell on the breakout? Anyone can tell me? Please, may I know that why we are not looking for breakout? Exactly, it can get back to the top again. All right, so if price gonna get back to the top again, where are we gonna put the stop loss? Get back to the top again means that it can change the pattern formation. All right, the pattern formation is bearish formation. This pattern formation is bearish. All right, so it can change that pattern formation. Let me show you first so that you can get the idea. All right, so we were anticipating continuation formation here. We have seen that continuation formation. All right, so price was forming continuation formation, started to manage this spot, started to manage this, hold that bottom, managed to hold that bottom. You can see, yeah, in next image you're gonna see the clear, yeah, this bottom. Okay, so we were looking for sell here at the area, this formation. So before that we have this formation, this flag formation, and that flag formation changed the formation at the previous low. All right, this is the image I asked you to pay attention, fellows, when it was breaking. All right, this is the image which I have shared with you, and I ask you to pay attention at that area. If price hold that area, likely gonna get back into the formation, continuation formation again. So what will happen those who sold this breakout? What will happen with those traders who sold the breakout at this area? What may what has happened with them? Where they're gonna put their stop? Here, or here? If they put their stop just behind that, big stop loss. Those who sold based on the breakout, big stop loss. Not gonna be a reasonable stop loss. All right. And those who sold here and was paying attention here at that area, good luck. Perfect. You got the break even trade. You haven't lost anything over there. Yeah. Even if you realize the market at this area that is not going to continue, you took some profit. All right, so that is the reason we are not looking for breakout setup at this area. Okay, we are not looking for breakout setup at this area. Okay, if you're gonna sell the breakout, we're gonna get the losing. We may get the losing trade. Okay, where we're gonna sell, we're gonna sell the top. If it is not going to continue, we're only gonna lose small money. We're only gonna lose small money, and if we will see the continuation, we're gonna get the good risk reward ratio. Okay, that is the sell place. Every time when price gonna hit the top, we are seller. That is the sell place, and this is the stop placement behind that area. If it is going to violate that area, don't worry, we are losing this much. All right, so you fellas can see that no breakout setup over there. Don't sell the breakout. Understand that. No unreasonable use of risk on this pair. I have seen that many fellows just looking at this pair as a one of the trade setup. I mean to say, not looking other pairs as an opportunity. Yeah. Don't put all of your account on this trade. Use only reasonable risk. In case we are wrong on this trade, we're not gonna get pin on this trade. Okay, on this pair. So speaking about this pair, yeah, XAG showing some signs, but the signs are not aggressive to the upside, showing some signs. We were tracking this wave since very long and was anticipating some price action somewhere here. Here we haven't seen anything, but at current price we are experiencing some price action. But this price action is a continuation price action to the downside, not aggressive. So it can fall back again to this bottom. So we'll see this pair. So one thing is confirmed, and that is we can see this bearish wave violated, bearish trend violated at this area. Price broken out that area. So keep eye on silver and Euro Yen. Some of you fellows still sold this pair at the top and holding your trade on break even. Perfect. If it price stop you out on the break even, watch the top again. We are not looking for continuation to the upside. We'll see if price going to violate the top. We'll see that. So look for sell at the top, quite similar like pound yen. Pay attention at that area, quite similar like that. Yeah, some of you fellows sold at that area. If that's top, look for sell. Aussie USD, we are coming close to the bottom, this bottom. All right, so one more move down is possible. This one more move down is possible. So pay attention at the trend line. No selling from this area, from that area. No selling from that area. Okay, if you will sell from the current area, risk reward ratio not gonna be good enough. Not gonna be good enough. All right, so pay attention at that area to trigger the sell. Okay, so if you're gonna sell here from current price like that, I mean to say you're gonna sell, this is your risk reward ratio. Okay, this is your risk reward ratio. If you're gonna use tight stop loss, you're gonna put your stop loss just behind this top, highly likely gonna stop out. Highly likely gonna stop out because price is correcting into that direction, not correcting in sideways, correcting into back to the trend line. All right, so no selling from current area, current price. If you will sell that, your stop loss is gonna be much bigger, and highly likely price not gonna continue the downside from this area. You're gonna get back to top again. Okay, so don't sell from that area. So this is the place where you need to pay attention. If price tests that trend line, this is the trade you need to look for. This is the trade. Okay, this is the trade you need to look for. In case price do not continue after this low, all right, do not continue to the downside, still you're gonna get the good risk reward ratio over there. Okay, so figure it out where your risk reward ratio is reasonable, where your stop is reasonable. Yeah, my stop loss is safe over there because price isn't trending to the downside, trending to the downside. If price break out, it is going to violate that trend. Yeah, any selling within this structure, within this formation, my stop loss not gonna be safe over there. Why not gonna be safe over there? Because price is correcting back to that trend, correcting back to that trend, correcting back to that trend, and any stop placement within these areas gonna give me losing trade. All right, so figure it out where you are safe. So no sell from current price, only sell gonna come over there once price gonna test the trend line. Like what? Let me show you. Yeah, we started to track this pair from this place, this area. We were selling from that top, this area. Yeah, so price is coming close to this bottom, this bottom. All right. So we have seen short entry here at this area as well. Okay, once price was testing this trend line, we got this short as well. All right, we got that short as well. You can see over there. All right, so any sell here at current area, current price may give you a losing trade. Why? Because price is correcting back to that trend, correcting back to that trend. Okay, once price is going to complete that correction back to that trend, here your reasonable entry going to be there. So current sell setup from current price is highly risky over there. Okay, so be careful on this pair on USD USD. Yeah, so one more move down is possible, fellows, because we were looking for aggressive at the bottom. If price start to rise aggressively, we are getting back to top again. If it is going to rise correctively, we are getting one more move down. So this one more move down gonna be over there. If price keep correcting to back to that trend line, yeah, we will start to sell again from that trend line for this kind of trade setup. New Zealand CAD short-term trade setup still over there. Yeah, so I posted that idea, right? So we are having this test again. Yeah, pay attention. This short-term trade is over there on this pair. 1, 2, 3, and this wave, the downside. Yeah, so we are testing that top. Yeah, so short-term trade is there. This short-term trade. I think price broken down aggressively from current testing that top. Yeah, so not tested the not form new high. I mean to say not form new high. 1, 2, 3. Not form new high. Now went beyond that area, started to stop that area, rising correctively. Yeah. So this is the trade. How you can set your target? You can extend your previous impulse, whatever level you want to extend that level. Yeah, this impulse up to 27 or 100% retracement. Yeah, if you sell here, first target going to be previous low, and if price break down, that is your next target. Okay, so this short-term trade setup is over there. No selling on breakout, fellows. No selling on these breakouts. Yeah, so I have warned you before that as there as well when price was breaking out that area, this area. Yeah, no sell setup on breakout. So no sell setup here at this area. Don't sell breakout. All right. If you're gonna sell the breakout, where are you gonna put your stop loss? Let me know about that first before selling. Where your stop loss is. That is my stop loss. Okay. That is my stop loss, and this is my first target. This is my second target. Right. If price breakdown to continue to the downside, extend the impulse, previous impulse. All right. So figure it out. Where is your safe entry? Uzi Chief, we're in continuation formation. Yeah, this continuation formation broken down. Yeah, this is the trade, short-term trade to the downside. We'll see that if price is going to continue further to the downside, we'll figure it out the bigger formation. CAD Chief is forming the continuation formation. We'll see that what kind of formation we're going to see here at this area on lower time frame, either going to continue or going to fall back. All right, so fellas, you can see this losing momentum at that area, so be careful if you are looking to buy the CAD Chief. Let's wait for the price to complete the formation. it is not completed yet, this formation still bearish. This still bearish. It can do that and can fall back again to the bottom. Okay, so we'll see that formation. All right. So impulse is over there. We'll see that cat shift. Yeah. So pay attention on Australian dollar and New Zealand dollar at the top again. It is forming corrective ascending channel at the area, so it can keep like that. Yeah. Even it can fall back before hitting that top. So this is the trade we are looking for. The same way the way we have seen the trade setup here at that area. Let me show you. We're going to repeat the same formation again at this area. Okay, so this is the formation we are having currently and current price, this formation. Previous impulse was there, price rising correctively, forming reversal formation, broken down. Yeah, completed that trade. Completed that wave. We are in bigger formation. Okay, so this wave. We are testing that top again. Alright, so we're gonna sell for this to the downside again at the top. So New Zealand dollar, we're gonna pay attention at this bottom. Yeah, this pair is not ready for next couple of days. Highly likely we're gonna see this wave to the upside. We're gonna pay attention at that area. Okay, so this up wave is very much possible on this pair. We're gonna track the bottom. Remember last time we were paying attention at that area. Yeah, this formation we have seen breakout, so it further can continue to the downside up to this trend line. We'll see that at the bottom it is not ready to trade into either direction, not for upside not downside, because it is forming the bottom. Let's wait for that bottom to complete itself, then we will start to buy. Any other pairs, fellows? Yeah, this pair, euro New Zealand dollar. Yeah, if New Zealand dollar gonna start to rise, then this pair will start to fall. This pair will start to fall. Also, we are looking for a shot on euro USD. Yeah, euro USD. So where you need to pay attention, go back to your lower time frame. Pay attention at this top, this area, this trend line. Continuation formation, it is going to continue. That is the area where you need to pay attention for early sell. That trend line, yeah, this trend line, pay attention at that area, this place, this formation, this channel formation. Either price is going to continue to the bottom again correctively or going to continue to the downside aggressively. If it is going to get down aggressively, we are hitting the bottom again. Okay, so potential is there, so pay attention at the top at this area. Any pair, fellows, which I missed that, or any question? No question. All right. Okay, fellows, thank you very much for being with me. Yeah, thank you, fellows. I can see that. I can see that, fellows. Your charts, those who are newly joined us, their charts are improving day by day, day by day, day by day. Thank you very much. So before getting into the market, just figure it out where my stop loss is safe, where I'm safe. If I'm safe, perfect, take that trade. Yeah. And if that trade setup not gonna go into your way, what is the next step? What is the next plan? Reanalyze that chart, re-enter into the market, get back to the market again. All right. So I can see that your charts are improving day by day. Perfect. Yeah. If you will share your chart into the group, I will understand that what's going on with you. What is your performance? All right. So do that as much as possible, fellows. You can, as you know, the quick way to learn, ask the others to help, to check your charts. Yeah, thank you very much. Any question? Yeah, share your chart, Chris. Thank you very much. Okay, fellows, thank you very much for being with me. Have a great Sunday. Enjoy your Sunday. Thank you very much for being with me, fellows. We'll see you back into the group. Bye bye. Bye bye.